emergency, please go directly to one of the 24-hour animal emergency hospitals. Press 3 and someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Hi, I called a couple of days ago about my dog Douglas, and he had diarrhea, and he's still having frequent diarrhea. So I don't know, like, what would you guys suggest that I do? Is there any way I can, like, take him in? Okay. Oh, I shouldn't be concerned though, because everything that I Googled is like cancer. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I mean, sometimes it'll happen once in a while. It's just from his GI upset.
Okay. I swear this started out such a more aesthetically pleasing color in the beginning, and then it just oxidized, and now it looks like what I've literally been dealing with for the past 72 hours, which has been shit. For the past 3 days, my dog, aka Dougie Fresh, aka The Machine, has replaced his beehole with a cannon because he has been making some abstract art. I have been up all throughout the night, 2 a.m., scrubbing Jackson Pollock paintings off my walls, singing Reba McEntire songs to myself.
A single mom that works too hard, that loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
All jokes aside, obviously very concerned about Douglas's health, well-being, and safety, and just know that, like, I'm taking care of him to the best of my ability. Called the vet several times. He's fine. I'll let you know about his situation a little bit later on in this video, but just know, like, his issues have really just been, like, the cherry on top of this week for me, because the entire week, it's been a lot, and I don't know if it's because, like, Neptune's in Gatorade.
Easy. Where's he at?
Kids, he's done a brilliant job. The Seahawks are...
If Mars is in lemonade. I don't know the astrological reasons behind it, but, like, something's up, because it's been one thing after the next. Really, the only positive thing, actually, there's been two positive things. One is, like, all of these bad things didn't just hit me at once. Like, at least they had the decency to, like, tag team me. Like, one would happen, I'd deal with it, start to resolve, and then boom, another thing happened. And the second good thing that happened this week that really kept me on track, because honestly, I got off of work and I was just, like, having none of it. I was getting ready to DoorDash, and then the sponsor of today's video, Green Chef, like a shiny green beacon of hope, the box just sitting on my doorstep when I arrived home, and I was just like, they always got me. And if you guys don't know, Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company. They deliver delicious chef curated meals to your doorstep. They support a wide variety of different lifestyles, including keto, paleo, vegetarian, vegan, all of that good stuff. Green Chef makes cooking easy with dinner options that work around your lifestyle, not the other way around. Ingredients come pre-measured, perfectly portioned, and mostly prepped with a wide variety of high quality, clean ingredients that you can feel great about what you're eating and how it got to your table. I personally love letting Green Chef do the meal planning, grocery shopping, and most of the prep week after week, and they have definitely saved me from me a couple times. If you're interested in trying out Green Chef for yourself, you can head on over to greenchef.us/Beatrice125 and use code Beatrice125 to get $125 off plus free shipping on your first box. Again, that's greenchef.us/Beatrice125 and code Beatrice125 to get $125 off plus free shipping on your first box. Thanks again to Green Chef for sponsoring this video. So yeah, after this week, like, I'm honestly just, like, very sleep deprived, and so this video is just gonna be very chill. It's gonna be very chit-chatty. If you don't want to listen to me vent about my week and all of the problems that I've been having, like, I'll leave a timestamp to the weigh-in. Totally understand, but just letting you know, like, that's what this video is gonna be. Currently, we are outside of Best Buy. We're about to go in and get an external hard drive, because having more storage for the massive video files that I have is gonna solve some problems. I don't know. Let's just go. Let's do it. Okay, never mind. It turns out that we are, in fact, going to be doing something in this vlog because I just got an appointment reminder on my phone letting me know that I signed up to do a sensory deprivation tank this evening. Forgot I did that. Yeah, I must have done that like 2 weeks ago, but they were booked. I must have scheduled it for today. But we have a sauna session scheduled and then their sensory deprivation tank. I've been wanting to try one of these for a really long time and I found one in my proximity. So that's something a little interesting, right? Not even gonna lie, I walked through that door and I took a fat nap, but now it's close to time to leave to go to that sensory deprivation tank appointment. And I'm like trying to pack this like random tote bag that I found that my mom bought in Maine and left at my house with things that I think I'll need, but I honestly have no idea what to even expect. If you guys don't know, a sensory deprivation tank is this like pod. And it has a lid and it shuts, so you're in complete darkness. And then it's filled with like 10 inches of water and there's like a bunch of Epsom salt diluted in it, so your body is more buoyant. And the temperature of the water is supposed to be the same as like the average skin temperature. So the whole thought behind it is basically you're just floating in nothingness. Eventually you kind of forget your body exists and then you're just kind of like thoughts. So I don't really know if it's necessarily going to be a good thing to be just like alone with myself and my thoughts, but I've always been curious about it and that's why I made the appointment 2 weeks ago that I forgot about. But anyway, so we are trying to figure out what we're going to need. I'm thinking a swimsuit, but I hope that they don't force me to wear a swimsuit in it because this one's not super comfy and like the straps like dig into my shoulders. So I'll bring that just in case, but what I would ideally like to wear is just a sports bra and boy shorts. Got a hoodie because it's probably going to be cold when I get out of there. And I'm bringing a towel. I think they'll probably provide a towel, but just in case. I at first grabbed a white one, but then I was like, what if they have white ones at the spa and then they think I'm stealing their towel when I leave with a white towel? But I don't know. So then I grabbed a pink one. I don't know. I just think about all of these things. But yeah, so that is what I'm going to bring. The boy. How you feel, boy? Beans is all good. He just had dinner. Hopefully we don't have any attacks while we're gone. Huh, Beans? Okay, I'm sitting outside this shopping center. I see the sign of the place that I'm supposed to be, but like all of the windows of this place are dark. And so that leaves me a little bit concerned. Like, am I gonna walk into this place and is someone gonna steal my kidney?
Oh, they took my freaking kidney.
That is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. A little bit nervous. I'm early as usual, so we're just kind of sitting here staking it out. But while we're sitting here, why don't we go ahead and go into the weigh-in results? I actually don't know what those are yet. My weigh-in day is actually tomorrow, but I don't have time to vlog tomorrow because I have obligations. So I'm just gonna take the clip tomorrow and then pop it in this video, you know, editing magic. So yeah, let's do that now. You guys saw the results. I didn't. If I'd have to guess, I would guess it did not go so well. Would not be surprised in the slightest because my focus this week has not been on my health. It's basically been like I've been on the defense, you know, holding my ground, not taking any steps forward, but just trying not to get pushed back. A lot of problem solving, a lot of troubleshooting, that kind of thing. I don't want to bore you with too many details, but basically at the beginning of this week, I was just having a whole lot of technical issues. I should preface this by saying that I recently got diagnosed with ADHD and I've been trying out different medications and they've worked. It's very much that metaphor of having poor vision, having to squint and strain your eyes just to like focus on what's in front of you, and then all of a sudden getting glasses and everything's sharp and crisp and you can see. Very much been that. I'm very like overwhelmed because like I'm gonna not get emotional, but it's been really like, where has this been all my life kind of thing. And there's been some feelings of like, I guess maybe anger. Why haven't I figured this out sooner? Why have I been struggling for so long? And I'm finally at this place where I just feel like my creativity starting to come back. I don't feel so overwhelmed like I did with just like very mundane tasks. And obviously that newfound creativity has sparked a lot of video ideas for YouTube. And so I was filming 4 videos at once. And 2 of them are really long, like goal videos where, you know, I pick a certain goal and it takes me so long to do it, you know, weeks, months or whatever. I didn't set a time limit. I was just gonna devote a whole video to like my process of achieving a certain thing. And there were 2 videos like that, tons of footage there. And then I had a vlog, and then I had my living room makeover video, which again, another long video. There was 10 hours of footage alone in that video that I had to sift through and make a 20-minute video. But I digress. Because of my current computer setup, I can only edit 1 video at a time. Like, that's all she can handle. But then so I go to upload all of the footage for the living room makeover, and 80% of it is just blown out. Like, you can't even see what the clip is. Like, I was freaking out, all of the stuff. I checked the other footage for like the really long videos, same thing. And because YouTube's not the only thing that I do most of my YouTube stuff on the weekends and on the evenings. Like, I don't have a lot of free time. So the entire long weekend, because we had a holiday on Monday, I was trying to figure this out. And for the last 2 days, for 48 hours straight, I stayed awake. Which was not a smart thing to do, but I constantly feel like I'm out of time. I'm constantly like fighting against this clock to get things done or whatever. So I stayed up and I sat there and I tried to figure this out. Through a lot of painstaking trial and error, I did eventually come to a solution that would work, that would enable me to save that footage. That was a process in itself. You need to go through it, and then I still have to sift through 10 hours of footage and edit like I normally do. But anyway, all of that to say, at the end of the 2 days, like, I was finally to that point where I was like, okay, I kind of figured this out. Like, there's hope or whatever. And then I get this text. Like, it was crazy, the timing. And it's my boss asking us to come in the following day to the office. And like, that text, no big deal. It's not out of the ordinary. That's just like, we have a group text for our work. But it just came in, and then I saw it, and then all of a sudden it like hit me, and I just started sobbing. I had a full-blown mental breakdown. I just finished having a full-blown mental breakdown. We're trying to currently just pull it together, but it's not really working. Because I realized, like, I can't do everything. And I was so exhausted at that point, just like emotionally drained, and I was like, I'm gonna have to make a choice. I'm gonna have to make like this huge life decision of like which path to take, and I don't want to do that. But anyway, so majority of this week has just basically been trying to play catch up, fixing all of that footage, still having a bunch of issues with like storage space in my computer and stuff, and then also dealing with regular work stuff, and that's always unnecessarily stressful. That's like a whole thing. But I don't really know what the goal is when you're inside one of these like deprivation tanks or whatever, but maybe it's to like not think at all. Maybe it's to relax. Maybe it's to like meditate on a certain issue. I don't know. I doubt I'm gonna get myself to stop thinking, because whatever, but I guess let's go in and see what all this is about, if we can even find the front door. Great, an elevator. Oh my God. Hello, mother. So I walked in a little bit early, and the receptionist didn't even ask my name or anything. I just mentioned that I had an appointment, and she offered me this free service. And of course I was like, yes, I will take that. And so this is dry salt therapy. This is called dry salt therapy. They gave it to me for free because there's something wrong with the float pods, and she's trying to get it back to like start working again. So it turns out nothing was actually wrong with the float pods that day. The receptionist lady just thought I was someone else that previously had an issue, so they were giving that girl a free treatment, but I just somehow wheeled my way in at the time that she was supposed to get there, so I got it too. So sometimes it pays to be early and to be spiraling. I'm trying to be quiet, but also explain to you what the hell is going on. I may have just joined a cult. I'm wearing a robe. It's like Himalayan sea salt, and it's just like ground and like thrown into the air, and I guess you're just supposed to breathe it in. And it's supposed to clear your sinuses. It's kind of making me feel like I need a cough though. I'm gonna quit talking because when I breathe in through my mouth, it tastes like I licked a sweaty person. It's very salty in here. So fun fact about me that absolutely no one cares about, but I love a good sauna sesh. I had one in the gym that I used to go to, and it highly motivated me to actually go to the gym. But I could stay in one of these babies all day, like a lizard. This one had a tablet inside that let you control music and stuff, and I was shook because usually electronics are not good in saunas. And then after trying to show you guys I was listening to whale noises, the volume wouldn't go down, only continued going up. So I panicked and just turned the music off completely. So surprise to the next person that uses it, but the volume is now over 9,000. But suspicions about electronics and saunas confirmed. I feel like I'm drinking like a little kid, like. And also this wood is making me feel really fat. Because every time I move an inch, just like creaking. Okay, with my last 10 minutes, I'm gonna try out their shower because she said it's like a hot springs. What does that mean? But yeah, I'm not gonna take you in there. I'm just gonna let you know. This just turned out to be a normal shower. But now we are at the piece de la resistance, the float tank. And it looks like a giant egg. Very futuristic. They also gave me these earplugs to wear inside of it to just increase the sensory deprivation. Look at that. I don't know why I look so shook. The water was really cool. Like, I couldn't barely put my butt down to like touch the bottom of the tank. So the Epsom salt was definitely doing its job. And I got to finally experience what a Pokemon feels like while it's in the Pokeball. And also, I don't need no one telling me that I would be a Snorlax. Don't you dare! But here's what it looks like with just the float tank lights on. It had these really cool colors. And you could turn that off too if you wanted to, but I chose to keep it on because I'm afraid of the dark. I definitely didn't get fully relaxed or anything or experience any kind of out-of-body experience, but I was definitely messing around for the first 10 minutes of this 60-minute session. Trying to like show you guys what it looked like, give you that content, I don't know, and then I was just like thinking of like random things the entire time while I was in there and looking at the pretty colors. I especially, for some reason, gravitated toward the pink color, and I got the tank to stay on that color, and I just kind of looked at the ceiling. And I don't know, it was just hanging out in there, kind of got a little bit bored. But instead of like relaxing, I was just in there thinking about random things, like if I died in here, what would the receptionist find if she opened the lid and looked in? So I had to get my phone and see for myself what that would look like. It was ridiculous. But it's whatever. I think if I was like actually in the headspace where I was like sitting there trying to, maybe I would have felt differently about it, but I don't know, it wasn't that expensive. It was like $60 for a 60-minute session, which definitely isn't too bad, but I would definitely try it again. Okay, so I just got back home from the float spa. We got the whole gang on the bed. We got Dougie Beans, Chetty running amok, and I'm just like winding down from the night. You can really see like all of my acne. Oh my God. When I first got in, it stung my skin because like just the high concentration of Epsom salt. And I just shaved my legs. Like I didn't have any cuts or anything, but they were on fire. And then my face was on fire for obvious reasons. But did I lay there and meditate on my problems and try to find a solution? No. Did I sit there and pet my stomach and I'm like, I'm slippery like a snail. I bet this is what a snail feels like, to be in a shell and being all slippery. And then I was recalling some facts from chemistry. I was like, if it's a slippery, that means it's a basic solution with a pH above 7. My mind definitely just went to random places instead of like thinking about things that could actually help me. I don't know, and it could very well be that I am just putting off making a decision because I want both things still. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket kind of thing. But that's just where I am right now. Maybe I'll sit down and make like a good old-fashioned pros and cons list. Really just like list everything out and still be indecisive as fuck. But anyway, that's the entire update with me, what I've been doing this past week. I'm sorry if this video was weird and all over the place. The entire day felt like a whole fever dream. Like, was I in a spaceship at one point? I don't know. That was weird. Did I talk about my dog's asshole most of the day? Maybe. Definitely did. I apologize. I'm very sleep deprived, and if this ends up being weird, just everyone disregard this entire video. Like, it will be marked as a moment in time that happened, but then we could all just forget. We could all just forget. What am I talking about? Okay, I need to go. Because I'm like crazy. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!